I grew up in Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. I saw plenty of hurricanes growing up. When I was just a baby in 1984, Hurricane Diana came through, hit my home. That was a Category 4 storm. I have been through many hurricanes. I remember my mom, as a very little girl, she told me, watching an oak tree in her front yard in North Carolina when Hurricane Hazel came through. Category 4 hurricane. We have seen this time and time again.
They're accusing Republicans of being fascists and bigots and enemies of the state, abhorrent slanders, unforgivable libels. And it is just gross and unseemly to suggest Republicans are responsible for hurricanes. For the love of God, we've had extreme weather events since the beginning of time, through the whole of human history, the whole of Earth's history. As you mentioned, some of our most severe storms were 100 years ago. To suggest that there's some magic Democrat plan Republicans are blocking to get rid of storms and hurricanes and ice and floods?
Understand that for the people on the far left, this whole idea of the climate and climate change, it's not a political issue. This is their religion. They are what Romans chapter 1, verse 25 talks about in the New Testament. They worship and serve the created things rather than the Creator. And we have a group of people that are oblivious to the fact that we haven't had a major hurricane in 2 years. They look at this one as if it is a one-off event that is just the beginning of the apocalypse.
I mean, it's become a religion, Laura. It's an apocalyptic religion. It's a kind of reversion to this fear of the sky gods. It's a kind of, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's a kind of pagan religion, this kind of irrational fear. And
there's no lobby, in my opinion, that should be laughed at harder than the climate lobby, because they just keep being proven wrong. Now, when I was a kid, I was told it was global warming. Hide under your desk, kids. The polar bears are going to drown because there's global warming. But they stopped using that language around 2011 because accidentally the Earth started to cool and disproved their narrative. Before my generation, by the way, Tucker, there was a generation that was told global cooling was going to spell the end of the world. Except what happened was they were proven wrong and the Earth started to warm. There was the ozone layer. Remember the ozone layer, the hole in the ozone layer? Yes. Oops, that actually wasn't a tragedy, and so they moved on. There was the acidic oceans. There was going to be acidic rain because the oceans were acid. Oops, that didn't happen, and so they moved on. They've been wrong over and over and over again. Their climate models are a complete fraud, and yet they're still allowed to look you in the face when a natural disaster strikes and tell you, well, you know what, I know we've been wrong forever and we've never once gotten it right, but give us your money anyways. These people are sick.
Well,